Going on, Bayfoot? Well, today we're going to be doing things just a little bit differently. As always, I'm starting the new year off with some small problems. I'm out. All right. I tried to connect with Sheila through YouTube, but she can't log into her account. She don't know her password and all that. So what I got to do is I'm going to have her on Facebook Messenger back here. She ain't she don't know she's gonna be back here, but I'm gonna have her back here. I'm gonna turn the light off so you guys can see the TV behind me, and I'm gonna call her here in a couple of minutes. What's going on, Robert, Kelly, Kim, everybody? Good to see everybody made it. But as I was saying, guys, I'm gonna have her back here on the screen here on FaceTime Messenger. So I really ain't gonna be able to see you guys' comments. I'll basically be seeing your comments on my phone or her phone. So hopefully everything works out. I'll let her tell her story. Pretty much, I'll ask her the questions at first. I'll get her talking, have her tell her like how everything started, how it all began with her, and then after she gets done telling her story, you guys can ask her questions, and I'll just read the questions off of my phone, and we'll go from there. But let's see how this thing works out, guys. I'm gonna call her and see how everything works. Good to see you made it on, Sylvia. Welcome aboard. But let me call her real quick, guys.
I'm trying to make sure that your picture looks like. Is it working?
Contact.
Ringing. It's working.
Hello.
You made it. I think I kind of got it figured it out. I'm not sure yet, but can you see me?
I can see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I'm still getting everything situated here.
Oh,
Are you up there?
I don't want my face.
You might have to lower the camera down just a little bit.
I have to what, honey?
You might have to lower the camera down just a little bit so I can see you. I can't really see you.
I said I didn't want you to fucking see me.
but I've been talking to these guys about you forever. And yeah,
can you hear me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They know how old folks can be. But I've been telling these guys about you for a while.
They know how old folks can be.
I know. I'll pay for it later.
Yes, you will.
Can you guys hear?
I ain't done shit in a while.
I know. Let me get this straightened out to where they can see you guys. Can you see and hear pretty good? Give me a like, thumbs up.
Who?
The fans. What I'm going to be doing is comments on my phone, and they'll be asking the questions pretty much on my phone while we're live with you. Since we.
So I should just try to be quiet.
No, I mean we're pretty much live now. I mean,
unless you ask me a question.
Oh no, you can talk, say what you want. That's what we're here. It's Friday Night Live.
No, that ain't nice. That ain't nice for your fans to hear me talk how I like.
Oh, everybody's grown here, but I was and where you took me that first day and where we pulled up at, you said was your bar at the end of that road, and then how everything happened.
Yeah, but we never got to go.
I know. It's like one thing after another, and we kept having to put it off. So now, here we are.
And now it's too late. Now they're in for the winter for a little bit. Is that right? I believe they still come out. Because like I was laughing, I was telling my caregiver today, I said, when I found out Jeff knew all about Bigfoot, I couldn't wait to talk to him about it. Because weren't you surprised when I believed so much in him?
I couldn't believe what happened. I couldn't believe what happened at all. But I definitely want to get that on film.
It was amazing that they would still grab that barber baby pigs every year when the new ones were born. They'd wait a couple months and still a pig or two. And that's when we found a footprint pen.
Yeah.
And in the universe,
when it comes to scientists and all that, they tend to push everything under the rug. But let me ask the fans real quick. Can you guys hear?
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they were there forever. And then I told you my story and I took you there and what happened.
They all started freaking out on both sides of the road. I've been out there
You
4
got
years.
scared.
I tried to get back in the
You
car.
got scared.
I did. I never experienced nothing like that. That's what I was telling the fans, that we have to get that on film. These guys got to see stuff, because I go out there all the time and they usually just throw rocks here and there. They never act like they know. They really know you after all these years, 15, 20 years later. They still remember you.
Sitting here thinking today, when I moved out from down there, I was like 19 and I'm 56, so it's been quite a while.
And they still.
But yet, they still remember me. They walked around with us when we were kids from the time I was little till the time I moved out. We knew they were walking beside us in the woods. And you could smell them smell like sewage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because they lived in that cave back here under the waterfall thing. Which they're getting ready to drill for. They're getting ready to drill for gas wells there.
In that cave you was telling us about.
Out that.
So we're
out that way. So we need to get our butts down there.
They're probably chasing them off.
I can go. I can't walk way back to the cave, but I can go so we can start them up.
Yeah. The trees are just hollering. Just to get that on film, that would make TV. That would be on. That'll make the news. That blew my mind when that happened.
Make the news.
That scared me.
That was awesome.
I was trying to get you back in the car, and they didn't know me. They knew you.
And what I do?
You just stood there. It's
I
like
locked the car.
Yeah, and you wouldn't.
Did.
Yeah, she did. She locked me out the car.
But they won't hurt you.
I didn't
won't hurt you. They just getting in their spaces, checking it out.
Yeah, they was.
That's how
they never really act like that around me.
Yeah,
That was the first time I've ever seen that before, ever.
He's gonna have to go down there again.
Yeah,
and see what they do.
That's what I was telling the fans that.
Now they won't be starting a good bit about now though till about March.
About March, when it starts warming up in the springtime.
Yeah. They might be out a little bit now since it's been being a little bit warm. It's not been freezing cold because they don't really hibernate like bears.
Well, I like
there's lots of bears down there.
I'd like to get Joe out there, and I'd like for us to go out to that one spot where he took me, so Joe can experience that. And I want to get it on film and we can either take you back home, drop you off, and come back, and then go check out the waterfall in the cave, see if we can get in there, or
Oh no, honey, I
I,
can't walk back there no more, but I could sit in the car and wait.
I don't want to make you sit in the car. I mean, we can come back and then.
Well, I gotta be out with you.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Be out with you because
that's the only way they're going to act up.
They don't know you.
No.
If they know me,
I can't.
Here's this crazy bitch back.
I can't out of them like you do. To get that reaction on camera. I definitely got to get that reaction on camera.
We got to get one to go this fall, but I wasn't up to it. I really wanted to go down there before they went in for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll try. We're definitely going in the spring. We'll definitely go down in the springtime. We'll definitely make it happen.
About the end of March.
But
about the end of March.
That's when they come around. What do you think they do? You think they hibernate or like go in like bears, or do they migrate? You think they travel?
Baby pig for a while, yeah.
Oh, so they pretty much stockpile. They just stockpile pretty much for the winter time.
What?
So they pretty much just stockpiled for the winter time, and then came out in the spring. Was it always around the same time of year when they stole the pig?
Well, yeah, because baby pigs are always born about the same time every year.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
About July.
And they just come.
Yeah, well, because they breed the pigs and they're always born about the same time. The pigs would start having babies. He would make me take them and keep them in like shanties so nothing would come and take the baby pigs. And nothing ever took them out of the shanty because the doors closed on it and stuff. You could see the footprints from where they took them out of the area.
I know.
He never bothered the baby dogs because he raised dogs. He never bothered the baby dogs. Well, of course, those coon dogs could be and he had about 80 of them most of the time.
Oh, so they and their strength in numbers.
Well, he raised them to sell, plus he coon hunted.
I definitely want to check that out. I've been fans for so long.
We're going to go down there.
About that experience I had out.
That you've been promising?
Yeah, I've been promising them for a long time.
I still laugh. But did you tell him I had another stroke and then I found
probably
best to be like 47?
We can always do it in the spring. Yeah, when we know for sure that they'll be there. The cave.
What?
You mean the part where?
Near you,
are you talking about the area where the waterfall and the cave?
No, that guy sold walls.
Oh, that's what you were saying. And about to sit. So they're probably going to do that. They're probably fill it up.
But there's all kind
of the pig.
I wish we had the.
They come out after you. You can probably. But
you're scared of my clan.
Yeah, you're man different from my clan.
Oh wow. I don't you I still laugh about that a lot. They never heard us for years.
We
get scared because they wanted it was screaming like we never heard it scream before.
I've heard that scream.
And we could smell the sewage smell so bad. Completely.
It did.
And weren't you surprised when I told you so much about them and I was right?
At that stop sign, I said, my bus stop right here. And then you got out and walked into the back of the car.
Get over here I said, get over here and stand beside me. They'll think we're a lot together, but yeah, like, we're not like you. They were just happy.
Have you met with him for how long since you was young? How long have you been messing with much?
When they started stealing the pigs, and we found the footprints, and I'm 56. I'm an old lady, you know.
They still remember you to this day.
I'm an older lady.
I know. I'll pay for that later.
They still remember me to this day.
To this day, remember you.
Paid for
Well, that shows you how old they get too.
ladies.
that shows you how. But they was, but I
They
know.
were excited.
Yeah,
That day we went down there.
they was. I didn't know if they was going to jump on me. That's what I said. We definitely got to get that on film.
And they knew that all the time. I never knew that's what they were doing.
With all your experience,
100%.
I really didn't believe it until you stopped at the. I believe it today.
I'll take you back down there. Not just you and I.
Yeah.
Your kids or something.
Well, me, you, and Joe.
Because you know it's my secret spot.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, he can go. Yeah, because he's going to be like you and try to get back in the car. We're going to lock his ass out. Yeah, we'll lock him out of the car.
I'm going to hand him the camera. I'm staying in the car. I ain't even getting out of the car.
No, you're not.
I'll try, but
you're getting out of the car. You're going to give me. I'm going to be in charge of the keys. Kids ain't locking me out. Well, I don't care about them.
They know you. They know you
I'm
for
not
sure.
scared of them one bit.
Oh, hold
Never
on.
were.
Hold on 1 second,
Talk
Sheila.
to him, we'd be walking down the road and we'd hear something in the woods and we'd talk to him like he's our friend.
Like you did that day. Pretty much.
Like we were down there, like talking to him.
Yeah.
It was a crazy older lady.
No, I think they can see that.
Did.
I think they can see that. I'm just playing.
So I'm trying to be nice. But anyways, fuck you. I'm sorry, excuse me, everybody. Excuse me, everybody that can hear me or see what I say. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's sweet.
You knew you were going to get it out of me once.
But how did you?
We're going back down for fun.
How did you find the cave?
That all cut out. That all cut out, honey.
Oh, I mean, how did you like run into the cave growing up? How did you end up finding out where they live?
Because when we were younger, we'd walk all over down in there. And I told somebody, I said, I should go up to the cemetery and get out and see if they're starting to cut trees. I said, I should ride up into that cemetery and say, there, Jeff?
Hey, we can do a we can check that spot out too.
They're dead. They can't hurt you.
Well, the Bigfoot's there.
Because that's right up from where the waterfall cave is. So, guess there's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, I bet they were on the move pretty good in August this year because it was a nice fall time weather.
Yeah. Wonder what they're still in nowadays.
And then like I said,
wonder what they're
farm down. But he was like cows, but cows be pretty big about now, so who knows?
I bet he can tell some stories.
Who knows?
I'm sure that farmer can tell some stories.
Yeah, he probably don't even know if anything's missing.
Wow.
Waterfall, maybe they chased him up on top of the hill.
Maybe up toward the cemetery part.
If we go up there and get out real quick if we're there,
Oh, they'll definitely let you know if they're there.
They'll let me know.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, but
So did you tell all your people?
Yeah, I told they know. I've been talking about you for like 2 years now. They pretty much think I'm lying at this point. So we definitely got to get out there and get it on film. We definitely got to get out there.
Yep, there's no lying. We'll have to get out there. I've been sick, so we got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But we'll go. Hey, we go.
Definitely. Definitely.
And then I could drop you off in his water cave.
That's cool.
And I could sit in the car with keys and keep myself warm.
Okay. Hey, that sounds like a plan. Well, we can wait until it warms up.
Okay, well, however you want to do it. Because if your fans want to see, but I don't think we get much response now.
Yeah.
It's
that time of year where things get quiet.
We wouldn't get much response because people, wow, we discussed this, but people actually think I'm crazy because I talk about it a lot, but growing up around them, we knew what their schedules became.
Yeah.
We knew when to expect them walking in the woods beside us and stuff, and they stole baby pigs. We found their big, huge footprints. It was so funny.
I remember you saying for the longest time you thought it was. I remember for the longest time you saying that you thought.
Yeah, my grandpapa always said my uncle was stealing the pigs and selling them. He always got in trouble. And then we found the footprints and apologized. Then we followed up there into the one cave up on that side of the hill.
You was never worried them taking you?
People that go around acting like big babies.
I was scared of them. I ain't gonna lie. I was scared. I wasn't used to that kind of action. It's like nobody's gonna be used to that kind of action.
But they weren't hurting us.
They was letting us know they was there though. Trees. They talking.
Oh, yeah.
We get man.
Well, I didn't know that. I never knew that's what that meant. When they knocking on the trees, because I've heard that forever. Right?
Yeah.
Till you told me.
The wood knocks. Yeah. That was amazing.
Noises.
That was amazing. It blew my mind. That's why once we get out there and get that on film, that'll definitely. But I don't know, buddy, where the spot is. Yeah, definitely. That'll definitely, without a doubt, make the news.
We have to keep my spot quiet. I don't want to give it away.
That's what I said. That's one of my main things is protecting them. I usually turn all phones off when I go in there, so they don't track me. I try to.
Yeah, because I was wondering today if your phone would say where you are.
Yeah, I shut everything off, and then when we go in, we're pretty much off the radar where they can't track us, because we've been having a lot of issues with them following us.
That's good.
So
that's good, because I don't want a bunch of people knowing where my friends live.
I wouldn't either. I'll never give that spot up, but it definitely is a fascinating place, without a doubt. It's definitely.
Yeah, and I bet you, since my nephew bought that property right there, he probably let you set up a camp right there on his property. It's real close.
I don't think I got the balls to do something like that. I'm scared. I'm scared of them ones. I'm scared of them ones. I spent a lot of nights with them, but them ones act different. Them ones, they talk to you. I ain't used to them talking to you.
Well, I was talking to them and they's answering me.
I know. That's what I'm not used to. I talk to him all the time too.
I can talk to him while he's sleeping. I'll stay up all night and talk to him.
Oh, you want to go out and camp with us? That'd be amazing.
I'll camp.
That'd be amazing.
I'll camp. Well, I gotta have like a big blow-up mattress or something. I ain't gonna be sleeping on the goddamn ground.
I got a couple. I got a couple of them.
You got a couple?
I got about 6 tents, mattresses.
I wouldn't be able to get up in the morning and get out the tent.
I don't know if I could do it though. I definitely have to have Joe.
Why? You're that afraid?
Your tribe are different than my tribe. They don't act. My tribe don't act like that when I'm going to the woods. Yours pretty much walk up to you and slap you in the face. I don't know.
They never really knew you.
Yeah, I didn't.
But where I took you, they knew me.
Yeah, you grew up with them to where I just started messing with them last 4 or 5 years, and there's a big difference there. That's you ship over a period of time. I'm still new to these guys.
And you saw our stuff, didn't you? But you told me some things I didn't know, but you see, I didn't know the reason, so because they's happy because I've heard them noises forever.
Yeah, they was excited to see you. They definitely remembered you. But I was too terrified to enjoy the moment. I wanted to get in the car and you wouldn't let me in the car.
I wasn't ready in the car.
I was ready to run down the street and walk home.
It would have been a long walk home, yes it would. But if you want to keep acting like a 2-year-old.
But I never doubt you again.
Hurt you, honey.
Doubt you again.
They wouldn't hurt you. You'll never doubt me again.
Never in a million years.
I think it's awesome because I've always believed 100% in Bigfoot, and I'd fight out that would say they didn't. Because I know I grew up around them. People say, "Oh, you're crazy." They never bothered us.
I know for the longest time.
They took care of us.
That's what it seemed like. But for the longest time, I've been trying to show Joe different structures and leans and X's and different marks that they're leaving out in the forest. And he's a hard one to become a believer, but he's starting to see that there's something out there doing that. Like when we're going out on a quad ride.
Wait till you take him down there.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. That's what for my fans to see. For Joe, I'll get out the car with that shit's terrifying. I wind the window down.
I can't believe that.
I wave to him, hey. And then
you know what? I'll scream and act like you're hurting me so they come down and get you.
And that's another thing. I seen when we was there standing behind us across the creek there, that big red, them ones, they're usually deemed like mean, like
yes.
But he seemed pretty friendly with you. Like all the videos I've ever seen of the red ones, they're chasing somebody out of the woods, or they're running from them, or they're destroying somebody's. That one in particular, he seemed to be all right with you. He wasn't violent and pretty much happy to see you.
No. Yes, he wasn't me. So I told somebody, I said, I finally get to see the bullshit, they said. I said, well, okay, whatever. I said, Jeff was with me.
I definitely was there.
Jeff was with me, yeah. See, I always wondered, I thought they said the red ones were mean. But there's brown ones down there too, Jeff.
Like in between the black and red.
Down there too.
I have some brown ones. I have some brown ones in my clan. I have some black ones and some brown ones. I've never red ones in my area, but I've seen a big white one, gigantic white one in that clan.
Oh, did you?
And massive. I seen him like 3 months ago. That was a big white one. He was like solid white. He wasn't gray,
Wow.
salt and pepper white. He was solid white.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that.
We all did. Everybody that was with us that day got to see it, except for it was the video Into the Woods with Deb. She was like 100 yards back behind talking to a tree. And me, Mike, and Mike's girlfriend.
Talking to a tree?
Yeah.
But that's a story, and there's another story in its own. But me, Mike, and Fred, we all got to see it. I think
I never saw a white one.
My first time ever seeing one. I didn't really know they existed until 2 months ago. That's like the dog, man. I know. I thought I did. I was facing the camera at it, but it was too far away for the camera. We was on one side of the rock face, and it was over on another rock face, and on the rock face, another rock. And he was gone. Then he hollered at us.
And you can get good pictures of the close-ups.
I guarantee it.
Would you like to get some close-up pictures?
As long as I don't get killed in the process, hey, that'd be perfect. Yeah, we could do that. We can even try to go live.
We can
go live while we're camping.
We can go.
I'm not feeding them.
They'll be happy.
I might be on the menu. I ain't trying to feed them. I'll give them some peanut butter or something. Leave some apples out there.
I don't want no damn peanut butter. Oh, leave a butter right. They can put some peanut butter on now. That's damn chicken or something.
I don't want to tie them and see much. I know what's going to happen, but
we get out of the same place again.
Yeah. The bus stop.
We gotta wait till it warms.
Hey, whenever you're ready.
We gotta wait till it warms up though, because when he'll be gone.
All right, ready. We're going. Definitely. Like March. When it warms up, we'll hit the woods.
By the end of March.
All right.
By the end of March, unless it stays severely cold. But yeah, we'll go so you can show all your people.
I've been.
If you're not too afraid to get out. Some older woman in poor house out, you know.
I can always give you the camera, and you can go out.
Well, all right, honey. It was sure nice talking to you.
All right,
but
Sheila.
I'm tired now.
All right, Sheila.
All right. Later.
I'll talk to you.
And my wife.
Talk to you tomorrow. Man.
All right. What do you got to say about that? That was amazing.
Guys, I don't know how much of that you got. Here, shut this off. But I don't know how much it was messing up, but she's amazing. She is definitely amazing. I plan on it. She said wouldn't she say March, April, she wants to go out there and like spend the night up above the cemetery where they come out. Guys, it's definitely fascinating. It blew my mind. It scared me at the same time. I wanted to get back in the car whenever I experienced what happened. It's just it blew my mind. And Sheila, she just like she was in tears. She's like, "Oh, they remember me after all this time," and it's just thinking about it. Oh, it buffered a lot, man. Did you guys get most of her story? Did you hear what she was like? I don't know. I couldn't see really no comments because of Sheila was up there. Like Sheila, what you guys were seeing, what I was seeing, I couldn't see you guys' comment. But hey, guys, went a little, not much. What's going on, Fred? Sheila, it's a date. We we're gonna get it done, man. Oh, you guys didn't get it. All right. Basically, she was saying that Pittsburgh. Well, it started happening when she between at 9. She started having uh like interaction, started experiencing them. And then when they was 11, when she turned 11, she started. Well, it's fresh on my mind. I'm trying to get it out. When she turned 11, they started stealing her grandpa's pigs, and her grandpa thought it was her uncle that was stealing the pigs. For the longest time, for a few years, they was getting in fights because he thought the uncle was taking off and stealing the pig and selling them, until they found the footprints going out from out the pig pen out, walking up toward the wood line. I think she told me they was about 18 inches long, 4.5 inches wide. And Pittsburgh University College, whatever, from Pittsburgh, they came, they cast it. No, I think she told me that they took the whole piece of ground and took the whole footprint, the ground and all, and she never heard from them again. And for years, for she said for years, when the yeah, she definitely grew up there knowing that they was there. She said for years they would take like 2 or 3 baby pigs when the babies was born, and take off through and take them to that cave, and then like that would last them through the winter, and come springtime they'd come back out and forage for food, and then when the baby pigs are born again, they would take off and steal a couple pigs and go to the cave with them. She said that's how they found that cave, because they was following pig bones, and it led them straight up to that cave, and that's how she ran into him. But here in March and April, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna get the team together. Fred, your ass has got to be there. Get Joe up there. We're gonna film it when they're coming out hungry. Tree tap. They're shaking trees. A big red one behind me crossed the creek over and came out over around. We're good. Like sound like a deaf dude talking. It blew my mind. I was so scared. Like, Sheila, please let me in the car. And she thought it was a joke. She laughed and locked the car on me with the key thing locking it. I'm ready to leave her and run down the road. It's buffering, guys. Damn. Fuck. Oh, my fault, guys. You're right. Fred. Well, you only be on house arrest for what? 3 months. Start that shit now. Get it done. Get it done, Fred. Cause we gotta get out there, man. I need the team together. We gotta get out there. You can't. You guys can't hear me. Oh well, now how I've been doing it. This is usually my setup, but in reverse. I usually look at you guys' comment up there on that side, and I look at my pretty face on this side, and go with the flow from there. But I, guys, that's the only way I could figure out how to do that, because Sheila couldn't log into YouTube. I was going to log her in. I was at her house earlier today. I was trying to log her into YouTube to where I can just she can leave a comment, and then I can just go live with her right there, and we can both be there talking. But I couldn't get her logged into her YouTube. So I said, this is the only way, only option we got is use Messenger. I'll have my laptop up. I'll have 2 windows open. You guys on one window, and I'll put her on Messenger on another window. But it it just took too much, and I guess it really didn't. I don't know how much of it recorded. I don't know how much of it froze, but guys, Sheila got me for March, April. She wants to do a camp, and like she said, we've been putting it off because she had that stroke, and then that put it off a couple months. and then she just fell again just recently and broke her nose, fractured 13 um, bones in her face, and that put it off for a couple more months. And then that brought us to now, to where I said, Sheila, let's go live and just tell the fans your story. The fans got to hear your story, or how it started, how you grew up with them, how they acted that day with you, especially that in itself was just, it blew my mind. Jill's leaving. All right, Jill, I see you. Cut me short. It's cool now, but that's gonna be that's something for the year to start off. Well, we got a lot of shit other planned, but that right there, that I've been planning that for a couple years, and it's finally about to kick off here in March, April. As soon as it warms up and they start acting up and starting in their little mating season type of shit, we're going up there. So hopefully Ferret in the hole will be ready to get in this hole, because it's going to be an exciting hole to get into. I might experience this one from the car. Fred, you and Joe can go in. I'll have my little action cam from the car, and you guys can go film. I already seen it. I already hit that light on. I already seen it. I already know what's going to happen. It's scary. That scared me, guys. That blew my mind when that happened. But you guys are going to get to experience it here soon. No, I don't know about if they made all year. I don't know the cycle. I really don't. But I know in March, April, May, everything is active, and that them woods the forest comes alive. I mean, in any forest, they truly come to life, and with everything, shit that you never even thought of seeing. What what Fred said, I can't see because my going on, mom.
Then he says he's down to go.
I'm sounding like Money Mike now. Money Mike ain't going. Money Mike's fired, man. Money Mike is fired for a while now. Ever since he got that little tiny hair right here, mom, he he got female on the brain. I can't get him into the woods unless I take his girlfriend to the woods with me. So I'll wait. I'll wait. Everybody saying hi. Yeah, Mike fired like 20 times a month, Fred. You already know that. Every Sunday that he's fired. Every damn Sunday he's fired. But guys, Sheila's World is definitely coming off this year. This year, her nurses, you're watching. You're doing a great job with her. Thanks. I know you guys are watching. I know her nurse is watching. You guys are doing a wonderful job with her. She looks great. She is coming along very well compared to when she was shaking, had the shakes real bad. Till now, today I noticed a big difference. You guys are doing a great job with her, and shout out to you nurses that's taking care of Sheila. Good job. But guys, I'm just excited that I finally you guys got to meet Sheila, even if it was buffering for a little bit. You got you can see what kind of she's she's interesting. She's very interesting, and she really does know these guys. And she has a friendship like nobody I've ever heard of or ever seen. And when we get this on film, this it's gonna be big because this has never been seen before ever. I've never ever seen anybody film anything like this. Who is that? Zombie bars? You're the man. You're the man, zombie bars. But when it comes to that kind of activity, I never seen anything like that on video, not alone in real life. And for me to get that on video in real life, that's like my main thing for this year. That's my top for this year is go to Sheila's world and document as much as I possibly can. I want to document her story on film without no buffering. I want as much as I can possibly learn from Sheila because she's like the last of a dying breed. That she really grew up from the age of
Family,
9
yeah.
till now, and then she goes back. She says she's what 50 some years later.
56.
She's
And it ain't
56
just her,
years
it's all her
now,
whole family know they were there.
and yeah, her
The
whole
whole area.
family knew that they was there. But from the time she was 9 till she was 19, she said she moved away, and then she was 56, 55. We went back there and had that experience. They remembered her all these years later. That alone was fascinating. That shows that they grow just like we do. They get old just like we do, and they remembered her all these years later. They remember her like it was the same day, and it brought it. I seen a tear fall out of her eye, but I was too scared to realize what was going on. She was having like emotional moment with them guys, but I was trying to fight to get in the car, and she's clicking, locking the door. Come here, they won't hurt you. They're my friends. I'm like, Sheila, they don't know me. They're not my friends. I never met these people. Please let me in the car. I was like a little kid begging her, trying to get into the car, and she would not let me into the car. I cannot wait for Fred and Joe to experience this because I thought she was really bullshitting for how I found out. I was. She took me out to her aunt or somebody that was doing a job. I was cutting, and they wanted to hire me to cut this field down that was overgrown around her house. So I went. She drove me out there. I did the work all day for this lady, and on the way home, she's talking. I was telling her about what I do, and I like to go out to the forest and look for Bigfoot. And I thought she started telling me the story, and I thought she was kind of like insulting my intelligence, like pulling my leg, playing me like a fool because of what I do. I thought she was full of shit. She said, I grew up with him all my life. I played with them. They walked me to the bus stop, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, right." This old lady's cracking up. And then when she made this right turn, she said, "Right over there." She said, there's where my house was. It was just like a little foundation." She said, "There's my house over there." And then we drove down the road like a half a mile, and then she pulled over. She said, "This is where they always stopped and waited for me." And then there was like another 100 feet to the stop sign or whatever. And she pulled over there, and she said they would stop right here whenever I would go up to the bus stop. They would wait for me right here. So she got out and walked to the back of the car, and all of a sudden on this side, the driver's side started in the weeds. They started hollering like a deaf dude, and they were saying something, but you couldn't, like a deaf person trying to talk, and they was cracking their teeth and shaking the branches and wood tapping, and like they was telling us over here. And then behind me, a red one crosses the creek over there. It blew my mind. I'm latching on the door like, Sheila, let me in this car. She said, no, it's okay. They want her. But I was ready to leave her. I was about 50 miles from my house, and I was ready to run home. She would not let me in the car. But after it was over and done with, on my way home, it's like so freaking amazing. That blew my mind. Like for days, I'm still. It's like 3 years later, I'm still talking about that day. Guys, you will experience what I experienced. You guys are finally getting to see my babies. Too many people don't get to see them, but they're crawling up. I got two pythons that need. I got two of them in there for you guys that was looking. I know you seen it over there. The kind of a distraction. My fault. But you talking about Sheila, the one on YouTube that has all the Bigfoot around her house. No, Sheila. Nobody knows about Sheila. This that has to be a different Sheila. This guys, you watch. what she said. This nobody has ever really talked to her about it. She said everyone she tried to talk to, her family, everyone her family tried to talk to, they thought she was crazy, and they to her family, their family pretty much. Well, her moved away when she turned 19. They moved out. She started her life again or whatever. But throughout her, as, from the age 9 to 19, no one would believe them growing up until her pap found the footprints leaving the pig pen missing, and then they caught on that hey, there's Bigfoot out there stealing my pigs, and when one thing led to another, and she knows where they live. She gonna lead us straight up to where they live, the cave. She said that the gas wells bought ready to the drill for gas out there. So I definitely want to get out there. The first chance I get, the first warm day, I Chihuahua and Pitbull mix. Shit, Fred. I feel sorry for that Chihuahua. It's, damn. I hope the Chihuahua was the boy. Damn. I don't know. There's no comparison. That's like an elephant. What are you trying to? Wow. I don't know. But guys, definitely Sheila World is coming up. March 8th. Come for the Sunday. I need you out there, man. I got something business to get over and out the way. My my pitbull killer. Fred, I'm talking. We ain't talking about hitting the woods. Can you hit the woods? If Fred's gonna answer me, he going to the woods. I'm out. Fred got a vehicle now, but I'm out to go out there, pick him up, make sure that he comes out there. We had a lot of opera water moccasin. Damn. Guys, I want to apologize to you guys. New Year's Eve, I'm be made it a long way in 2018, but there he could tell you we took some knockdowns this year. What we're going to do, that's what makes a team. This Sunday, not Sheila's World, and the Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon, and the Sunday morning, and make up one of them challenges that we're supposed to get done and out the way. This is a new year, fair in the whole. It's time to pay the piper, and we're still over in the cave. I'm right now in the freezing cold, but acting up again. But I'm definitely I got, and I'm going to need some reinforcements to come in with me for it. So try to come Sunday. This overnight thing, Saturday afternoon and the Sunday morning, we're gonna do that video and do the other week. But either way, I want you it's buffering. Again, got plan going on. We definitely can use all the help we can get. It's looking kind of naked, so you guys, I gotta start sending some milk so I can read some. But I like this type you guys have a problem with Bigfoot coming. And there's another one of my fans, been a fan for a long time too. I remember her telling me this story, and I'm going to leave that story for her to tell. But she has a relative that I just said I'm going to leave that story for her to tell, and then I'm going around and I'm going to turn around in the same sentence telling you the damn story. But Um, her friend that owns a meat company, and he drives a meat goes to meat truck like at night before he leaves, and then he'll take it home. And whenever she gets in his van in his meat truck, he says they run up on the truck and start pounding on it, shaking on the truck. And she got pictures of him. His first stop is like a half a mile up the road, and they was messing with him about the meat in the truck. They started messing with him there, but they're following. Oh, my fault, guys. I was reading you guys' comments. But Noah's right. It is 2019, and there's some things coming that you guys want to stay tuned for, because there's one thing that I'm gonna get out the way, like on my own, that I need to see for myself, and I want to get my team. I want to put their lives at risk on what I want to go see, or jeopardize them and getting into any kind of trouble. So on that one, I'm gonna do myself. But Fred, hit me up. Hit me up, man, for this weekend, because I want to get out there and check out the maze. I couldn't find the maze out there when we went up there. There's a lot of footage of them being up there, but I just couldn't find the maze. It's like I kept getting disoriented up there, and we're just going by air pretty much on that part. hey, hey, he's in that. Fred, we gonna get it, man. We gonna get out there and get it. Right? We've been in this together, and we still. That's why I'm telling these guys, we still here, we still doing it. But this year, you're still paying for last year's shit. You're in 2019. You still got 3 or 4 more months to pay for last year's shit, and that shit wasn't even for last year. It was like from 2 years before that shit. You're still paying for it. But Fred, hey man, Sheila got me amped up. Sheila's ready, and I've been ready for a couple years to do that, and it's like almost pretty much the date set. It's ready. Nurses take good care of her to get her good health up ready for March, April, because she going to the woods with us, and we got to document her story. We definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, everything about Sheila, it has to be heard. Just the little bit that I've experienced got to be documented. That alone, not alone the cave, the waterfall, her story of all the stories of interactions with him, just everything about Sheila is like so very educational, and you can tell that it's so. She's just talking from the heart. She's not. I mean, she's straight out honest, and there's no hiding with Sheila. You can just see it in her face that she just wants to be heard. That she just wants her story to be told, and that's my plan for this year, is to get Sheila's story out there. That's one of my main, and her tribe. I want to get her tribe interaction with how they treat Sheila, how they talk to Sheila. I want to get all that on film somehow, some way. I'm definitely going to do it. It's a ball python. There's two of them in there. One's about 6.5 feet long. The other one's only like 4. Right. But definitely, Fred. I hope we're going this Sunday, man. I was just bullshitting about the overnighter. It's too cold for that shit. But hey, man, let's get it going for Sunday morning. I want to get out there and check some shit out for Sunday morning. I'm already packed and ready to go. I'm ready. My shit's already still in there, hanging on the wall, ready to go. If you want to, I'm ready to hit the woods. It's been a minute since I hit the woods. Right. I hear you. But hey, shit, I don't know if I can do it. I mean, you better man than I am. I'll give it to you on that one. Yeah. I will definitely get something going for Sunday. We'll get it out there. Sunday morning. I don't care if you gotta come Saturday night, because I need something. Come get dropped off Saturday night, and we'll hit the woods Sunday morning or some shit. But either way, we gotta get out there. I'm gonna rewind a little bit back to when I was educated, and if I said anything to offend anybody, that's my fault. And on them pictures, guys, I got a lot of bad comments on them pictures, and like I said, they wasn't my pictures. They were sent to me, and as is, I put them up as I get them. Whether they're blob squashes or whatnot, out of 10 pictures, there's at least 5 that I seen that was out of it anymore. For now on, at the end of my videos, I'm just gonna whatever you guys find and find and making one video out of it this year, because this year I mean them 2 videos, I got a lot of views out of them, but I also got a lot of bad comments out of them, and you guys got to put in the pictures at the end, and at the end of every video, whatever pictures you send me from the video before that, they'll be in the next set of. So I don't know. I mean, pretty good. We still got good signal. Buffer in Colorado, man. Huh? I guess the main thing.
Get Sheila on there and completely buffers out because of the whole thing.
It seemed like once I got Sheila on there, it started buffering through the whole thing. I noticed behind me that it was going around in circles. Like now, every right. That's why I pretty much got to get everything out, get it on film, and then upload it, because it's hard to get a signal around me. It's not coming along at all. I still got the cinnamon though. Yeah, I know. That's why I try not to talk about too much of something of importance while I'm on live stream, because that's when it starts acting up. I'm cool. No more dogs for me. Cookie and Ted is all I need. Shit, I get another dog, Cookie will kill me.
It's a pitbull chihuahua.
I don't care if it's a Rottweiler. Cookie would break my neck if I get another dog. Yeah, right. Every day, all day long. I was watching you guys that. Wanda, I definitely will check it out. I definitely will. Deep state interference. Definitely. It definitely is. It's always something. It is. It is always something. But I didn't quit yet. I'm still smoking cigarettes. I've been trying. I've been cutting back. I've been cutting back a lot. There goes Gene. Already. Hey Gene, I kind of missed you, man. I missed your comments. I missed you. I ain't been talking to you that much lately. It's been hectic with my uncle trying to get that shop on up and going on the go. And hitting the woods and it's been it, I ain't even gonna begin to start. All right, Fred, hit me up, man, for this weekend. If you want to come down tomorrow, stay tonight for Sunday morning. Whatever you want to do, let's get it. But definitely gotta get out there, man. Either way, I'll be out there. But if you want to hit me up, if you want to go, hit me up. I'll talk to you after the live stream. Mom said bye. That'll work. If you do that, I might have something else planned. We might have to go. We might have to go to the cave. Might have to go to the cave, Fred. All right, man. Later, guys. You know I'm going back to that cave, and I know I see. I know you're already saying stay away from the damn cave. Don't go back to the cave. But there's a lot of unanswered questions I got about that cave. Like, why did the temperature change from 55 to 95 or 100 degrees in just that short period of time? And then from them barricading it up and going and make that temperature change like that. I mean, there's still a steady flow that you can feel blowing out of there, but it's all hot air blowing out of there. When I was there and it was cold, you could see it looked like steam coming up out of the ground. So yeah, I know my yeah. Well, when that's what I want to talk about. The way the gauge of channel of steel that they use on the barricade that up, they used the L shape. And they took an L shaped steel beam and put it across it. But before they put the L shape across it, they took a smaller L shape and put it inside the bigger L shape, and then welded across to make it more durable, more stronger. All right, I think the reason why they do that is just for the Sasquatch alone. There's nothing on this earth that's going to bend that kind of steel or that thick of gauge of steel. But I was talking to one of you guys a couple weeks ago and said that they used to work for the cell towers and go up and work on the cell towers and so forth. And they said they would go up there and the cell towers with big steel beams would just be mangled and twisted up that the Bigfoot would just tear them up. And that's why they put them the extra strength, the extra strip of steel beam inside that bigger piece of L-shaped steel beam. I'm gonna have to show you guys when we go back how reinforced that is, and it's not for just animals. I think it's reinforced for Sasquatch in general because of the way they got that reinforced. I'll explain a little bit more when I'm there, where I can show you a little bit better how they did it, but it's definitely reinforced for something strong. That's something they would do for something heavy like an elephant or some shit. It's just proof in itself. So I'm definitely gonna get that on film. We're going back into the cave. I know a spot where we can get into, and we're gonna get in there and check it out, see why the temperature changed, see if we can find the heat source, and then get out of there and never get back there again. Fred is terrified of that place. He totally is. He hates that place, everything about that place. And I don't blame him. I understand why. If you guys followed us from the first channel, you guys know that Fred wasn't right for a long time, and I still hesitant to take Fred back to that cave. If he wants to go, it's fully up to Fred. I'll give him that option. We can go over here or we can go there. I'm going to go there regardless, with you or without you. If you want to join me, let's do it now, so to speak. But I'm going to go back and get that out the way and just answer some questions that I have that I can't get answered unless I go. You never know until you go. Lori, you're just a little bit late. You definitely gotta go back and listen to Sheila's story. I'm going to go back and listen to it because I don't know how much was of it got buffered out, how much of it got cut out. But I'm going to I'm going to document Sheila's world as much as I possibly can. I'm gonna document Sheila as much as I can on on camera. I gotta get. I'll definitely fully cover everything about Sheila in the next couple of months. But for right now, yeah, I'm talking about the cave. We're going back, Lori. Well, I'm going back. Fred possibly going back. I doubt Fred will go back, but I'm definitely going to go back next weekend. This week coming, it might be us in the cave, or it might be us checking out the maze or Bigfoot land up in level 3. Now that hunting season pretty much just about over, I want to get that deer cam set up and out toward the maze area. I really don't want to put it over in Bigfoot land to mess with them guys and scare them off, but I want to set it up over toward the maze area, up high, like facing down low down toward that maze, the entrance of the maze, and just leave it there from now and keep checking it every couple of weeks. So that's why I don't like going over there, Lori. That's why I don't like going over there at all, over by the maze. And that's a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't do that because of the mom. The mom got them babies over there, and that's why I've been leaving that side alone for the past couple years, actually. Since she filmed them on the other side of the ravine, the newborn baby and the 4-foot one, and the mom was back behind them. I just decided to leave them all alone altogether. But I ain't really. Since you said that, Lori, I don't think I'm going to put that deer cam over there either. I ain't found a good home for it yet for that deer cam, but I definitely want to think about where I want to put it. I want to put it where it ain't going to piss them off, but I have a chance on catching them at the same time. So I still got to figure out what I want to do with that. I'm definitely going to leave them babies alone. That's why I don't want to be stuck in between her and them babies, or just be walking through and end up by accident being in between them. I don't want to be in that situation, so I don't even go over there and bother with them. I know she's over there on that side. She's been over there on that side for a couple of years now. As long as I've been messing around down in there, she's been over there pretty much. I've had many encounters with her. She's not too friendly if you get too close. She's the one when we first found the maze, I was behind Fred, and Fred went up and put his head, when we got to the end of the maze, into the hole. He put his face down into the hole and then threw a pine cone at his face and like barely missed him. And I got it on film. Fred turned around, looked at me like, "What do we do?" I took off running. I left. I was gone. Most of you guys who was subscribed to my first channel got to see that, got to experience that. But and those that was a subscriber to that first channel also see why they hacked that channel and pretty much took every video that I had, because I was starting to show crazy evidence on that, just too much proof of Bigfoot on that channel. And they'll probably try to do the same shit to this channel, but it's backed up. it's branded, and there's nothing they can pretty much do with this channel at all. So they can. I ain't even gonna say they can't, because they'll find a way. They'll find a way. So that hopefully the haters leave me alone and just let me be me and spend time with my kids out in the forest and do what we do. Hopefully they just let us do it without any more hassle. Last year was nothing but BS. Everything we planned, every spot we went to got jacked up, messed with some way or another. There's just everything went bad last year. Somebody, a group of somebody's following us around, either tagging up all the structures in Bigfoot land, or like over at the cave, we started going there, they barricaded it up. So it's like we really have to leave our phones at home and go under the radar to go out and film these guys, or they're going to keep following me and terrorizing me as I go. And it's like, damn, what do I do with that? So we pretty much gotta go butt naked without any kind of outside reach with cell phones or any of that, and leave and go and hope for the best that we can make it out, and plan for a ride at a certain time and be out there by a certain time. And if we ain't out there within that time, send the rescue team out for us. But that's pretty much how we're going to have to do it this year, for protection for us and for the Bigfoot, because there seriously is somebody following us around, messing with every spot that I go to, trying to discredit or disapprove everything that I do. I don't really care about that. That don't bother me. It's when they're going up there messing, sealing up the caves and tagging up all of Bigfoot land, every structure out there in Bigfoot land, tore down, marked up, or something or another. And it's the BLM, Canadian guy Chris. The BLM are the one that's selling everything up. The building land management is the ones in charge of that. In my area, they're in charge of sealing up the caves. In your area, they're doing it everywhere. I talked to people in Australia, they're doing it down there. I don't know why. Here in Pennsylvania, the reason that was told to me by an official was because of the bats. The population of the bats are pretty much diminishing because of that white nose syndrome they're the disease that they've been catching that was released to them, and now they're trying to save them. Well, I don't think I don't even want to get into that, guys. That's like a can of worms that might kick me in the ass later. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. What Gene say? I ain't going to say that can't, because they can find a way.
Lying as soon as you said that.
They started lagging as soon as I said that. That just shows you guys. As a bathroom. Yep, Gene. That's what they're telling us. But what is it really? I mean, they're sealing up the caves, and let's say they are protecting the bats. What about the birds that go into the caves that hibernate for 3 or 4 months, and everything else that goes and hibernates to get out of the cold, to survive through this cold season? Where are they going to go? They're going to get pushed down here into people's dog houses, into people's basements. That's like all these timber rattlers that they just released out there last summer. They're going to end up, now that it's cold, they're down in people's basements and biting people's pets in their backyard. I know 2 people that lost 2 dogs already to timber rattlers because of them coming down here off the mountain. It just ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can do but be aware and watch. Pay attention, because I don't know why they're really doing it. They're not just doing it here in Pennsylvania. They're blocking up the caves all over across the United States, all the way across. And the reason they told me was because of the, like Gene said, the white nose syndrome of the population. They're killing off the population of the bats, and they're trying to restore them. But I have my pros and cons with that. I don't know. I don't know. At the same time, if that was the case, and they're trying to save the bats, why did the temperature go up to 100 and some degrees or 95 to 105 degrees when it was 55 in there all year long for years? As long as I've known about that cave, it's always stayed cold. And why did the temperature change all of a sudden after they sealed it up? Did they open up an air portal or pocket or something? Guys, I'll find out. Before this year is out, it's on my list to find out. It's on my list to find out. This year gonna be an interesting year. It definitely is. This year is gonna be about investigating everything,
Yeah.
everything. I'm going, I'm going to different places, different forces. I'm going to start traveling this year. I want to do a couple different things. Somebody reached out to me, um, James Spoon. We're going this year down to Colorado here in this end of this spring, beginning of summer. Going down there and meet up with James Spoon, Colorado Bigfoot. Mark, we're going to do some collabs up there on Rocky Mountain. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I've been up in the Rocky Mountains, about 7, 8 years, and we're gonna get back up there, all of us together. Can you imagine me, Colorado Bigfoot, James Spoon up there just squatching in the caves? Because I'm making them go down in some caves. Me and Fred, we're going to hit some caves. He might just want to look at structures on his videos, but we're going in some caves on my video. Get ready. Get ready, Mark, James, because we're going. Oh, you guys are seeing him. He wants to be on film. You guys are, you probably can't see him. Well, if I can see him, you can see him. All right, guys. I ain't gonna sit here and keep rambling and boring you guys. My main objective tonight was like for you guys to get to hear. Yeah, Mark's a great man. Northern Minnesota. He's very educational too when it comes to them structures. I never ever doubted that for 1 second, and that's why I'm going to Colorado. He's got a lot you can learn from. So I definitely we learn from each other. That's what we're here for. That's why I started this Friday Night Live is so I can learn from you guys. When I go out there, you can tell me where I'm jacking up, messing up, and I can fix up my screw ups. Like I know my camera works is everywhere. I've been working on that lately. This year is one of my main objectives is to work on my camera work. I know it's been everywhere. I need to get a stabilizer so while I'm walking, I'm not bouncing everywhere. That's one of the things I got to get. All right, you definitely, yeah, Bobby Joe. I know you definitely you'll be out there. You'll be on there with me out there in Bigfoot land. You and Weldon. I'm definitely gonna get Weldon's ass off the couch. And Joe's ass for that matter. We're gonna hit them woods this year running. I'm gonna take a lot of you guys out there with me, and just show you guys what I experienced out there in Bigfoot land. Couple at a time. I can't take a whole crowd out there and just show everybody, but I'll take a couple of you guys just to, for you guys to get the experience that I experienced. The rocks flying from all directions, and the crazy part, all them times I've been out there and them rocks started flying from all directions, we only got hit like one time out of all them thousands of rocks that bombarded us off. It's like the 4th of July out there with rocks, and then we maybe got hit once, and that's when we first found that cave, that entrance down into the top of that cave. We was walking up to it, and they was trying to discourage us, get us away from it, and we just kept pushing on, and we stumbled on and found the entrance to that cave, and they didn't like that at all. No, not to the Rocky Mountains, to the cave, like cave camping going wrong on my channel. Kim, I don't know if you got to see it on the cave that we've been messing around with, that we spent the night in a couple of times. A lot of bad experiences happened out of that place a few times, but it's it's all bad. I don't know what was in it, but something was definitely in it. There was definitely a lot of I've recorded a lot of paranormal activity out of that place, and without a doubt, definitely whether Dogman or Bigfoot, something without a shadow of a doubt is living inside that cave. We've heard it crying in there. Me and Fred just locked up. Me and him was the first time we ever spent the night in there. We started walking up one shaft, and when the shaft cut off to the right, there was like three. It's like a Y, but with wide off three separate ways. And when we was going to go straight, the shaft off to the right, we heard like a cry, like a monkey cry off into the distance out that way. So I told Fred, let's just keep moving. Let's keep passing it up. Let's go. Because they went down to a dead end. I don't want to trap no animal. Rather, no matter what it is, what that sound was down there, we just rolled out. I definitely ain't gonna forget the glow sticks. You definitely watched the last cave video, Lori. I got the glow sticks already. Actually, I still got half of the glow sticks from the last trip down in there. So we're ready for the glow sticks. If anything, I gotta get some more lights for that mission. I need better lights. I can't get enough lights when it comes to that cave. That cave is so dark and black. I need I definitely need lights. I gotta get me some lights without a doubt. Before I even think about that cave, I need to get some kind of light system for my camera that'll fit on my camera. Cause I got the flashlight in one hand and the camera in the other hand. I can see what's going on, but you guys can't see what's going on because I'm it's guys, I'm gonna get that worked out with the lights. I'm gonna get some better lights, and then we're gonna hit that cave. So I might have to push that cave back another week. I've been watching you all a while. Lori, you definitely sounds like it. If you've been watching the cave videos, you've been there for a minute, which is a good thing. You definitely want to stick around because you already know how crazy we can be. And one thing about us with our team, there there's no acting about it. Whatever happens out there happens, whether it's funny, whether it's boring, whether Bigfoot just jump out in front of us. No matter what happens out there, we put it up. Even if we're just BSing out there, if I put it up regardless. So whatever happens out there, guys, you're going to get the experience it with me this year. This year coming up, I'm going to try to stick with a video every day if I can. If not every day, at least every other day. I'm going to be out there getting something done. Believe me, I plan on going full speed this year, running full time with it. I have everything else done and out the way. Now my main focus is Bigfoot and the paranormal real world. I ain't forget about that. I'm gonna kick that off this year too. That other channel, Jeff's Real World, that's gonna be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that too because Gettysburg is going to be coming up. Guys, everybody has heard about Gettysburg. It's one of the most haunted places in the United States, and it's only like 30 minutes away from here, 25 minutes away from here. We can go up there and spend a whole weekend up there. So we got a lot of stuff planned. Definitely got a lot of stuff planned. for just stuff around us for that channel. That when it comes to haunted, Pennsylvania and Transylvania is like hand in hand. So we're in a good spot when it comes to the paranormal world. So we're going to start that channel up on Jeff's Real World. And on this channel, I'm just going to keeping on with the caves because I know they go underground and I know they're sealing them up on account of them. And I think they're trying to, it's like animal control. They're trying to push them deeper back into the woods. We're going into the woods so far. Every year, we're more and more overpopulated and we're taking over more of their space. And it's getting harder for them to hide and harder for us not to notice them. So something's going to crash soon to where they're going to have to release the information on them guys, what they are, what they're about, or we're going to have to find out on our own because we're running into their woods and we're cutting their woods down and moving in with them. And with today's technology, it's only a matter of time before they're discovered anyway. Blair Witch shit, that cave. You're right. The Blair Witch shit. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. What's her name? Betty Knox.
Yeah.
That's at the top of the list too.
Yeah.
Betty
Right
Knox.
there.
Betty Knox is famous in Pennsylvania. The road is named after Betty Knox. That actually the whole mountainside is named after Betty Knox. You Google Area 50, no shit. No shit. You can Google it. Area 51 Betty Knox. That's the name of the forest. Area 51. And the location is Betty Knox. And it shows up on Google. It shows the story, everything about her will pop up. Why would they name that area Betty Knox? It's so paranormal. There's so much paranormal. I can't even say it. There's a lot of ghost activity going on up in there that people can't explain. I've experienced shit myself. Me and Fred, Mike, both, all three experienced so much shit up there towards Betty Knox, up higher from it. But we heard a lot of the crazy shit, chains rattling, old record player music. They say if you go down on Betty Knox's road, down on the main stretch where her cabin's set, and you walk at nighttime along that road, you'll hear her dad holler through the night, hollering Betty's name, looking for Betty. I guess he ended up dying looking for Betty. She disappeared somewhere in that mountain, and they couldn't find her. Throughout the search, they ended up finding her ox in a place the ox was tied to a tree in a place they already searched a couple of times over, and still to this day they haven't found Betty Knox. Arms will not come up. Barbecue chicken. That's cool, Gene. I don't know what much was your time. Who got a good flashlight? Oh shit! It's $250 for 3,500 lumina. That would probably light up a stadium, but I would definitely that'd be worth it, really, if it would do the job and it would last a long period of time. Or at least an hour while we're underground, the hour and a half. Hey, that'll work perfect. Hey, you're invited, Lori. You're definitely invited. Yeah, you've been there for a long time. You want to experience the real thing of real life. You definitely invited to go up there. Just don't be like Deb and plan on coming out there and killing him. I done pawned her off of Rick over there in Woodburger Farm, and then he ran out of liquor out of the barn. I don't know where she went. I hope she don't come back looking for me. 5,000 luminas is a good one. Yeah, and they're not that bad either. I think they're only like $40 or $50. It's 6 hour life. Gene, we gotta get a couple of them if they ain't that much. Lead me in a direction. We'll just Send me the information. Um, I work on getting some so I can get down in that cave. The 3,500 or is that 35,000 luminous? That might even be too much. Shit, that might make everybody blind to see that. But we're definitely gonna work on some lights. That's one thing. The cave is crazy. I hope you're not in there when they cover the entrance again. I that Alan, I can't really tell you right now, but stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next cave video coming up, and you'll understand that your question will be answered on the next cave video. Trust me. On Wish, yeah, that's a good idea because Wish is pretty cheap on everything. It just takes a long time. If I order it today, I gotta wait like 3 months to get it. But they definitely are cheap. Wish is definitely cheap, and I'm definitely gonna check into that on Wish. But I'm looking for something like right now, so we can hit the woods now to get out there. I'm gonna probably hit up Walmart and get a couple mag lights from them, and me and Fred's gonna go down in and check it out, see where the warm air is coming from, see if there's any activity, if them rock stacks down in there, if they changed any. There's a lot of things that I got a lot of questions that's unanswered about that cave. What's going on, James? I see you on there. Good to see you on there, man. You can see 2 miles in the distance with it. Well, shit, we don't need that much. We just need something where you guys can see. I got enough light where I can see, or just my headlight alone, I can see. I need a light that can strap to my camera, or that I can that's easy to hold beside my camera where you guys can see. I need something like that, pretty much, Gene. You walked by Bigfoot. Yeah, well, that there was what it was. There was three of them, and they was following me the whole way through there. I don't know why, but the whole time through there, they was following me. They would go tree to tree everywhere I went up through there. That last trip out there, they stuck right with me the whole time out there. That's why they was you guys was able to get so many pictures of them is because they was definitely there was three or four maybe, but I know for a fact at least three of them they was following me coming up through there. Yeah, I got headlamps, but it's just enough for me to see. It's like it shines down on the ground. I can see what's going on, but when I'm holding the camera in this hand and the flashlight over here, it's like I'm everywhere with it, and you guys can't see. So I need the camera that or the light that mounts on top of the camera. I'm gonna see if Walmart has one, like the LED lights. That'd be perfect, just to see the area, the general area that I'm in. You need to check for build up gases in that cave before. I don't think it's any. I don't really think it's got to do with gas. It's hot air, and we've been in that cave many times. I'm not saying that it didn't change or it can't change because this world changes every day. So I definitely got to keep that in the thought. Thanks, mom. I ain't trying to be have that fear of going in there and breathing some bad gases. But I'll be alert to it, and I'll pay attention, see to my surroundings, and I understand that there's gases that you just can't smell, and it only takes one breath. But I don't think it's not no kind of it's a natural cave system, or actually it ain't. It's an old stone quarry. Yeah. So I don't know. You're right, Mom. Since it's blocked off, a lot of things change. But we'll just have to play it by ear, and that's gonna be one video of many that I just want to go in there and check it out, and then leave it alone. If it's being protected by the bats, I'm gonna respect that and just leave them alone. But I just want to go in there and find out where the heat source is coming from down in there. I want to see if they're still active down in there. I want to see if the rock stacks changed any. what's all going on under there? Just like one last time before I just like walk away for good, because I understand fully that it's a bad place and it's got a lot of bad spirits in there, and I really don't want to mess with it at all. But there's a lot of answers that I have that unanswered, and they're gonna keep messing with me until I go back and figure this shit out. So that's gonna be one of the first things I work on is that cave, and then Bigfoot Land, Sheila's World. This is gonna be a good year, guys. It's gonna be a good year. And then out there with James Spoon, we're definitely going out there in Colorado in the caves with James. James got some crazy activity going on out there. James, you need to be careful, man. Them dog men are no joke. They will not play with you. You're up there with some monsters, man. Be careful. Don't go up there alone, no matter what. Don't ever go up there alone, man, because they will take advantage. They'll try you. They will take what's in there. So my connection's unstable. I'm buffering too long. That's what the all right, Lori. But I can't wait to get out there with you, James. We're definitely gonna get that in the making. That's gonna happen this the end of this spring, beginning of summer. My vacation's coming to you. Got a lot of filming and documenting to do. A lot in my Bigfoot area. They love to hear music. Yeah, I got a drummer. I got one that likes to play drums on me. I, no other Bigfoot ever done this before. It sounds like a deaf person trying to play drums. I keep using the analogy of a deaf person, but if you ever heard one talk, it definitely sounds like a deaf person trying to say something, but he can't hear what he's saying. It's that's the best way I can explain it. I heard him talk a lot. Explain it. I heard him talk a lot throughout the night camping out there. They come up to the tent and just started talking, and the camera be outside. I got something black. I can see it. That candy, I can see it. So you guys think all my teeth are black. They beat up the woods. I'd say, I'd say, yeah, you definitely miss Sheila. Definitely go back and check her out. But I'm going to definitely document Sheila's world. You ain't really miss anything because I'm going to fully document Sheila and Sheila's world. I want to get Sheila's full story, everything she grew up knowing about, everything, her whole story. I want to get that on film, and her activity, her tribe, all that is going to be documented in the next couple of months coming up this spring. But I got a lot planned for now. In between time, I got a lot to keep me busy until springtime. I'm surprised you haven't heard them yet, but up in Bigfoot land, they talk a lot. I hear it mostly up in Bigfoot land. Really, no other spot. They don't really talk that much down below, down in the ravine. At the maze, I really never hear anything. I hear a female voice sometimes, but it's not Bigfoot related at all. It's a human voice. It's actually English words that she says, but it's always like it's blowing in the wind. Gee, I bet he said the paint fell off the wall. They lit. I got one report. Oh, I know they do. I got a couple pictures of them myself on Facebook, and I seen in the comments a couple of you guys was asking about it. It's PA. You got to type in PA into the woods, and I noticed if you just on Facebook, if in the search engine, if you just put Jeff Friend, I noticed today in Sheila's world, or when I was at Sheila's trying to log her in, If you just put Jeff Friend, it takes you straight to my page to Into the Woods with Jeff. To all my pictures are on there. You can come over and check that out. Yeah, I still have it. I have pictures of it. It's a bone. I don't know what kind of bone it is. There's pictures of it on Facebook. Actually, I have it in my office. It's a bone about 4 inches long, and then the top of the bone, it had like straws of hair stuck out to where it looked like a paintbrush. It was weird. When I walked through there, it wasn't there. And when we came back through, it was me and Fred that discovered it. When we come back through, it was sitting like standing straight up. A rock was holding it up, and it looked like a paintbrush, but it was a bone with grass sticking out the top of it. And they left that for me. I actually took it home. I kept that. And another gift they left me was go get that skull. Check this out. This was fascinating. They left this for me. It was on top of a stump, right up on top of a stump, and I walked right into it. It wasn't there. Like we was all in the area. We was trying to find something. I forget what we. I left something out there. The recorders. I left one of the audio recorders out there, and I was trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. And I ended up walking up on this tree stump, and this here I found this deer skull, but it was laying on top and it had a stick stuck down in where the brain would be. There was a stick sticking out. It was up on the stump with a stick sticking out about this far up on the stump just waiting for me. And that's where the antlers was. I found the antlers about another 20 feet. I don't bring them. Here, put this back. But I found the antlers about another 20 feet from where I found that hanging up in a tree, crisscrossed. And I took them all home and I kept them. I took it as it was a gift for me that they left it there. The way they had that stick setting up there, setting up on that log like that. I put it in my backpack and took it home. I still have it. That was from the beginning of, I think, last summer, I believe. They left that for me.
Yes, well,
But they leave little gifts like that for me. Ever since, actually, it was ever since I left them that cinnamon and the hug jugs. They started leaving me gifts. They take the stuffed animals. They'll take out of all them stuffed animals in that pile of garbage. They're only taking like the animals, like the stuffed dog, the stuffed deer, but anything that resembles human, like the baby dolls, they just left them alone. They didn't mess with them. But all the stuffed animals, they took and stuffed them in between trees in the path that I walked back into Bigfoot land. And I filmed that along the way. I filmed the week before when it wasn't there. And then the following week when I went back out there, they was there. Like they they enjoyed that candy that I left them. And the cinnamon wrappers was all through the forest. I had to go through that whole forest picking up cinnamon wrappers all that day. That they just like they was eating the cinnamon and throwing the wrapper down as they was walking through. They're cool. This tribe is pretty cool. I enjoy messing with them a lot. That's why I spend a lot of time in Bigfoot land. The heck, the Bigfoot I'm talking about is a monster. I know. I seen that picture, James. I seen. He looked like about 15 feet tall, man. Be safe. Them guys are not little. By any means are they little. They're definitely huge. Did you say 80 feet? Oh yeah, 80. I know.
big forest, we see the whole trees upside down, the stumps sticking out. way down
I found big solid. That had to be about
there.
18 inches around, pulled out of the ground, ripped upside down. All the branches are off of them. They're upside down and ran into the ground with the roots up in the air. I found two or three of them already. Massive. Them trees got to be a couple thousand pounds, and they're pulling them up, flipping them over, and ramming them in the ground like that. That's a monster. That whatever doing that, I don't want to. I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to mess with. I want I want to see him from a distance. I'll play with the little guys. That the big they seem like they don't come out till nighttime. The monsters, the big boys, it's like they lay low until it gets late at night, and then the big ones move around. In this area, anyways, I noticed that we really don't have no big encounters, and unless it's nighttime when we're out there camping, and then we'll see a big ass monster and be petrified for the rest of the night. Won't even leave the tent. I don't know how many times we went up there and didn't even leave the tent, didn't even film. Like 2 or 3 times we went up there and only filmed 30 minutes of the whole 8 hours up there. It's because we were so scared inside that tent to come out, and it's, we had some crazy experiences up there. I've been watching, James. I can't wait to get out there, but you ain't get me up there and get me killed. We gotta take something up there with us. Them Rocky Mountains are they can be relentless. They you got to respect them, or they'll show you why. They'll, man, I can't wait, James. I definitely can't wait. Yeah, he's got it up. He's got a Facebook. James got him all on his Facebook page. If you guys ain't on to James Spoon yet, look him up on Facebook. He got a lot of crazy pictures over there. That's cool, James. We're definitely coming, even if we ain't fine. You know how me and Fred are. We'll get it. If there's a hole, we'll climb in it. Right? We're going to document it. Definitely. This year is going to be a crazy year. I'm dedicating this whole year to nothing but. It's full swing. My team going to be tired by the end of this year. They're going to be tired by the end of this year. I grant you that. We're going to spend many man hours out in that forest. What happened? Bigfoot hunters like that. You. Some of them do have beards, and I noticed some of them have hair on their face, and some of them don't. I don't know if they're like us between male and female, or if they're just different breeds. But there's some creatures out there that I've seen that I'm not even sure they're even Bigfoot. To be honest with you, there's some shit out there that you just got to see that they even begin to understand what. There's some things out in them forests that I would look like an idiot even if I started to begin to try to explain what I've seen and what Fred and Mike and even though Jeffrey ain't even been out there that much, he himself experienced a great deal of different activity with these guys. Yeah, that's what they call Area 51. Area 51, Betty Knox. I've seen several different creatures out here. I've seen several different creatures on your videos too. As the one, I can't think of the name of that one. In Louisiana, we got something here nobody can't figure. That's what I'm saying. There's some crazy things in that forest out there that you just cannot. I can't even say that there's Sasquatch or related to Sasquatch because some of them don't even look nothing like them that that we see, and I don't know what they are. I don't know. I don't even want to even begin to even start talking about them. Yeah, we're camping. We definitely. Yeah, we're gonna have the camping in a cabin. We'll rent a cabin up there for like a week or something. we'll go up there for a 7-day trip up deep up in the mountains. We'll rent a cabin and go at it for 7 days straight up there. Every morning, just get up and go. Come back, camp, get up and go. You from Pennsylvania? That's cool. We're in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. If you're from Pennsylvania, you know what kind of mountains is over this way. I mean, this place is a great deal of mountain. It's like what 70-some% mountain. Mm.
Mountains and valleys.
I was before, terrifying encounter. James, you're the second person I heard use that name.
Someone else the other day.
No, the Indian.
Yeah.
I talked to an Indian girl. What was her nickname? Her name was Nick. She has an elder grandfather that used to call him that. I see the word, but even when she spelled that, I still didn't know how to pronounce that, and that's why I'm not pronouncing it now. But that's an Indian word, and you must have some Indian in you, or you're around the Indian, James. Different tribes of Bigfoot. Yeah, you've been around some elders to hear that. Indians call them faces. Yeah, get with Pam. See, that's what I'm saying. You can learn a lot. That's why I'm glad that we started doing this Friday Night Live because I learned a lot just by sitting here talking to you guys as about as much as I learned walking around in the woods. I use what I just by learning you guys' experience, what you went through. I go out there and turn to the woods and just and go for with it from there. Mean ain't the word for it. They can be mean. I haven't really. I think I've came across two mean ones that didn't want us there and it left us know that it didn't want us there. Once was with Carrie, that the bluff charge, and the time with Mike when they separated us. They pushed a tree over at us. It was on my first channel, and they come down. Two of them, two males, come down and try to get Mike. And I come running at Mike while he was coming down toward Mike, and I'm hollering at Mike, "Get down, Mike! Is that for you? Get down!" And while I was hollering, they stopped and cut to the left, and they left him go. They could. There was nothing I could have did. The only thing I could do was run at Mike, hollering at him, "Get down!" Because I wasn't stopping them. If they wanted him, they was taking him, and there was nothing I could do. But with me hollering and running back at Mike, hollering, "Mike, that's for you. Get down, Mike." It terrified me because there was nothing. I felt so powerless because I seen what was going on. I caught it on camera. I turned that footage over to BFRO, and they come back and told me that they messaged me back after reviewing my footage and said that a bear was throwing rocks at us. A bear pushed a tree over that separated us. They do this, and then a bear ran off on 2 feet.
Yeah,
That made them look. I posted that. I posted their comment up so many different places because it just this response sounded so fucked up and bear threw rocks at me, was hollering at us. A bear pushed a tree over at us, separated us, and two bears was coming down to take my son. While I got it on camera, and they're gonna tell me that. That's why I posted it, just because it made them look like a clown, a complete and utter, and they're supposed to be professionals out there doing this shit. Then they're telling me it's a bear. Come. After that, I lost all respect for any kind of association. For any kind of association. Oregon Forest. Is that or I can't see the words are little. I'm used to looking back there, but Oregon got a lot of crazy creatures going on out there. A lot. They got what, the giant bird, the monster bird,
Wow.
a rock
That's
there and
what he
there.
said.
Yeah, that it made them look so far. They made themselves look like clowns. So I posted their response up, and then that's when everything started happening with my first channel, and I got hacked. My channel got deleted, erased. My two of my main desktop computers got fried, completely wiped out. I had to literally start over after that.
Force got burnt
The
down.
yeah, the forest got cut down. That where that area that happened, I went back 2 years later after that.
Yeah.
They cut that forest, leveled that forest. They cut the trees down and left it lay down. They didn't even take the lumber off of that. Where that incident happened with me and Mike, they covered it up. They just cut the trees down and left them lay. And that whole forest, that whole section of forest where the incident happened with me and Mike, they came through and cut it down and just left the wood lay. And it's kind of coincidence that it happened like within weeks of that shit happening. To say it's it's Bigfoot control, I guess they call it, right, James? It definitely is Sasquatch Central. Squirrels, hey, squirrels got hands. So I can accept that squirrels might throw some shit, but these was rocks, these was boulders, these was trees getting pushed over at us. I had them on film running that mic. I'm filming while I'm running that mic to telling my son to get down. They're coming for him, and they're coming. I got them coming at him, and then when I'm hollering, you want to do this? Because this is. I forgot completely what I was talking about. So I guess it wasn't too important. Or it's telling me that I've been on here too long. It's time for me to go to bed. Squirrels running. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Then I just lost respect in any kind of association. And if it got association at the end of the title, they're funded by somebody else. That's what associate means. They're tagged by another company or another agency, being funded by another agency. For what reason? Who knows? I'm sure it don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I think it's to tear us away from them, to keep us the truth. And it's that's something I just don't want to get into. Did you get Sheila to that you and her property? Yeah. Pam, was you must have missed Sheila's world. With that, I had in the beginning of this video, I had Sheila on here, and she pretty much told a good bit of her story. I've seen that it was buffering out a lot, so I don't know how much you guys got to hear from Sheila. But here in March and April, when the weather starts changing and they start acting up, she's gonna go out there and she wants to camp. I know she's not gonna be able to camp with us, but she gave us the permission to camp. I guess her relative, I'm not sure which relative, just recently bought some property up there where they are. It's not where the cave is, but we can camp over on this one property and walk periodically throughout the night to the cave, back to the camp spot. And that's what she wants to do. She wants us to do. She actually wants us to document it. So we're going to go ahead and full force balls to the wall. I'm going to document everything about that, about Sheila, about that's definitely something you don't want, you're not going to want to miss. Better have a flare gun. Gene, hey man, I can only get like one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Just keeping up on batteries alone, it takes four AA batteries for like 27 minutes on my camera. And if it's cold, I might get like 11, 12 minutes on my camera out there. So I go through a lot of batteries, a lot of double A batteries. I need to invest in a better camera that holds battery packs that way I can bring them home and charge them. And but that's later in the year. I'll be upgrading. Yeah, I hopefully I'll be out there with him, Jack. Last year this time we was out there, Mike and Fred was having a snowball fight out there with him. But there's snow up on the mountains. There definitely is, and that's why I like going up there because it makes them easier to track. If you know what you're looking for on the lanes and the X's and all that, if you track them enough, you're going to run into some. You're gonna run into them sooner or later. As long as you keep following them leans, you're gonna lead. You're gonna they'll lead you right into them. I use Costco envelope rechargeable for you. I'm gonna have to look into that. I've been thinking about that. They want like 20 bucks for four of them, 22 bucks for four rechargeable batteries. I just couldn't see me breaking down to do it because I know they don't last. I don't know. I never really used them, so I can't say how they last or I don't really know much about them. But I just couldn't see me at this point in time spending $20 on just four batteries when I can get $20. I can get like 50 batteries, a 50 pack battery, and be good for the weekend or at least for that trip out there if it's cold. You'll get there. Yeah, this year I'm going full swing with it this year. I think this year gonna be a good year. But you're right, it does take time. It does take time and we'll get there. This has rechargeable batteries, charger and six double A's, four triple A's. I'm gonna check into that, Pam. Hey, you talking me into it. If it lasts that long, it'd be worth it. Yeah, 27 bucks. That's what I mean. But if they last that long, shit, I might get a couple sets and then just keep changing them out. I see them, just not as often. I definitely see them out there. I got you and do that. Just keep switching them out. That's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Not yet, but I'm definitely going to try it. I'm gonna try to get two or three sets of them rechargeable ones and then go from there. That sounds like a good idea. If they last for a while, then hey, they'll be worth their money. They're weight in gold. Android phones that will stabilize the video. No, I don't. Northern. When it comes to that, that's why my shit's shaky. I need to get a. That's the first thing on my list. I'm going to get a stabilizer. While I'm walking around, the camera will just be nice and steady. It'll stabilize inside that stabilizer while I'm walking around. I've seen them online. I've seen them. They're low costly, but that's another thing that's worth its weight in gold. I'm gonna work on and better Wi-Fi, Gene. I see like Wi-Fi light bulbs. They screw into the trees. Yeah, I remember you sent me a link to that. That's some new military type shit. I didn't really read too much, but I seen what you was talking about when you sent me that link. And I can't afford that right now, Gene, but that's definitely some shit for the future to look into for sure. They because there's up in the mountains, there's no signal whatsoever, and they got these light bulbs that you can that it's got Wi-Fi inside the light bulb. I never experienced nothing like that. But if you can go out there and screw a light bulb into a tree and get Wi-Fi signal, I'm more. It's worth a try. That's some new technology shit that I never heard of. But James put me down with it. I'm gonna check into it so I can do some live streams while I'm up there in Bigfoot land. I've been trying every time I try to go live up there, it might last like 4 seconds, then it shuts down. I restarted it, last 4 seconds, it shuts down. It's just not enough signal up there for me to go live with you guys. Yeah, I got a mailing address. I gave let me type it in for you guys real quick. Sorry guys, I'm gonna take 1 minute and type in this mailing address. It's they do it all the time with you. That's cool. That is cool, James. I can't wait to get out there with you, James. Okay, guys. There that's the PO box, guys. Sorry about that. James, we're ready for it. That's what this year is about. That's I'm fully dedicated 100% this year. That's what this year is going to be about. Revealing how they are, what they do, everything we can learn about them. What is that? It's like it's smoke.
No, I don't think it's like
Like my laptop was smoking, like it's all fire.
it might be. Check it. You never know.
This ain't lit yet. Some rubber toys. Hey, Gene. Pam, thank you, man. Thanks for all your information. That every little bit helps me out a lot because I definitely did. I'm I'm writing them down. I'm definitely gonna get some. But guys, if you want to send some fan mail, right there, you can just send it to that address. Gene, no rubber toys, unless they're for Bigfoot, because I ain't trying to receive no rubber toys. Not on me. Gene's crazy. It's always something. When it comes to Gene, you don't know what to expect. You really don't. He's a good guy though. Gene, you're a good guy, man. Don't never change for nobody. I don't care what they say about you. Right. Not that kind of fun, Gene. He said you got a little bit of fun with you. What's going on, Bobby? You guys are freaks. Gene's a freak. Rubber toys. I gotta when I see a package from Gene, I can't open it on live. I'm gonna have to inspect it before I go on live. You're gonna mess around have me lose my channel over some sex toys. No, Gene, it could be anything. I can I can only imagine. Right. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, I've been just sitting here rambling. I ain't gonna say keep wasting your time. Man, it's getting late. I definitely enjoyed sitting here BSing with you guys. I hope you enjoyed or at least got to hear some of what Sheila had to say tonight. I'm gonna go back and review pretty much all of it and see how much of it we got. I have no idea, not yet, but I was just excited alone just to talk to her, just to sit down and BS with her. It was cool. And she's a cool person, as you can tell. She got a sense of humor off this world. It's a little old fashioned. She don't mind cussing you out. I guess, and when she was younger, she used to be a bar bouncer, so she's free with the words. So you guys gotta understand where she's coming from with that. Other, if you can overlook the little bit of swearing she gonna do, she's a wonderful person, and she has a lot to share with you guys. Put baking soda in a hollowed out watermelon and filled it up with soda and plugged it. Yeah, I seen that shit. I seen that video, Jack. I did see that. And he was showing his daughter about how it worked. And right when the phone came on, the daughter walked away. She didn't even get to see that it was charging. I seen that video. That was pretty cool. You too, Lacey. That thanks, man. I meant a lot working on campers and a package came. I thought it was a part for a camper and opened it. Come to find out it was a package for his wife called. No way. No way. I mean, he was in a bad spot. The Terminator put him out of business, I bet. But you guys are fun. You guys are crazy. With that being said, hit that like button, guys. I don't really want to cut it short, but I don't want to waste your time at the same time. Stay tuned for what's coming up next. Fred's coming up to tomorrow, so this week's gonna be eventful. He don't know it yet, but I think we're going to the cave. I think we're going to the cave, guys. Don't send Fred no messages yet. Wait till after this weekend's over, and then you can tell him because he'll already be there by then. Until then, guys, stay tuned for the next event. Stay tuned for the next Friday Night Live. Everybody, good night. James, Gene, everybody. Everybody watching. Debbie, y'all been great. Have a good night. See you soon.